And that this is a client side and server side. Okay, so the client side means whatever things you see in a browser, which is called as client side. Okay, or we can see in mobile application or or in different devices. You see the client side means you access something from server side to your client machine. Okay, so what are the different things? Those are understand to the client. Okay, so there is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These three things are known to the browser. Okay, now we are working on a web application. So what are the things those are understandable to the browser? So browser know only HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Browser know only HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so this is our client side and we send a request to the client. Okay, and get the response from the server. Okay, get the response from a server. So through the HTTP, so hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP. Okay, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, so this response will goes and request send and response come. But at a client side, what happens? There are three different things: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so the browser means at a client who process that request, which is the browser. Browser process this request. Who process? Browser browser process response. Okay, response. Okay, whatever the response you receive from the client side, which is processed by the browser. Okay, browser will process the request. Okay, but to process the response, okay, and we see the page on in a browser. Okay, so consider so one thing now, as of now we are at the client side. One thing you understand that the client side will know only HTML, CSS and JavaScript thing. These three things known to the your browser. If I go in my browser, consider any website, say this website. From first day we are accessing this site. Okay, okay. I access this website. Okay, I'm accessing this website, and if I press F12, or this is the below portion is called it as a developer tool. This section you can see the below is a developer tool. What I did, I just open one website and open the developer tool. I just go here and show you, or you can access the developer tool through the where setting, not a setting, more tools here. Okay, you see, you can press Ctrl Shift I, or you just go in a more tools and developer tool. Okay, or you just press F12. Okay, you just press F12 and you can see this window below this. Okay, I just see, you can see I press F12, it will open. This window is open. Sometimes this window will visible like this. Okay, sometimes this window is visible right side. You just click here and uh, dock side means where you want, bottom or left side, you just for your flexibility you can click. Okay, so as you can see, as you can see, this is the HTML. These are the HTML. And now means the important thing I want to tell you, what browser know. Even though you have developed the application in C# or Java, but it at the end it's come to the browser in HTML, CSS and JavaScript only. Because if, like, see, consider if I speak in uh, different language, you guys know English, Marathi, Hindi. Okay, but if I speak in Japanese, then you don't know. Okay, same way this browser understand only three things: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so these three things known to this browser. Okay, these three things known to this browser, and any browser, either your IE, Opera, Safari, all these three, all the browsers know only three things: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, because who defined the standard? Who defined the standard? World Wide Web defined the standard that a browser understand the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it needs to be in this format. Okay, so HTML, CSS, it should be in this format. Its proper protocol is defined by the World Wide Web. That's why if you see every website having www dot, see here, www World Wide Web. Okay, they they define the standards. Okay, so like in our India, consider Indian government defines some standards rules. Same way across the globe for the web pages we need to follow that standard of the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the browser. Okay, this browser understand this thing. You will say, "Okay, I will uh, bring some another language, say XYZ, okay, or another scripting language XYZ, okay, but it will not understand. It's for only you. You can create it for only you because that standard is not accepted by the WWW. Okay, so once that standard will accepted by the World Wide Web, then only it will be universally accepted. Okay, you have created the XYZ language, then it's under, and then you need to create your own browser. Then this is restricted to for your own purpose. Okay, you cannot expose it externally because it's not accepted by the World Wide Web and it's not universally broadcasted. Okay, so keep in mind that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so if I see, I just shown you what you can see on this page. Once you press the F12, it will open the developer tool. See, now I say source. This what are the different files are there in this page. Okay, see, whatever the things you access, it contain only JavaScript. See here, JS. What is this main.js? Will come. You understand afterwards. Okay. See, image. This is image. Okay. I just show you the some files. CSS is there also. CSS is also there. Script style. See, CSS. So the browser know, and also here you can say that view source, view page source. See, is what are the different things on a page. You can see that in this page only three things are there: JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. That's it, nothing other than it. Okay, so keep in mind that all the pages, okay, contain only these three things. Okay, so I again come back to here. Okay, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so whenever see how this page structure is developed and created. Okay, now initially we are in HTML. So in HTML, consider you I'm telling means if we start developing any building or construction of any building. Okay, construction of any building, then what happen? Then see, consider this is the building foundation. Okay, this is a building foundation, and we have started the building. So what we do, we just build. First thing what we do, we create the pillars. Okay, we create the pillar, we construct the pillars. Okay, these are the pillars. Okay, so these are the pillars, then we connect this pillar with each other. Okay, we connect these pillars with each other, and we start creating our structure. Okay, this is the basic structure of my building. Okay, so what I say, this is the basic structure of my building. Okay, this is my basic structure of building. Same way, every page having the basic structure like this. Okay, every page having basic structure like this, which is called as, which is created by the HTML. Okay, HTML create basic structure of a page. Okay, HTML create basic structure of a page. Okay, after that, someone says that it is not looking good. Okay, yes, you create the building and you just stand the pillars and not doing anything. Okay, so what happened? That building is looking good? No, that building will not look good. Okay, so what you do, you just start coloring. Okay, you just start coloring. Just I will show. Okay, this is my building basic structure. Now I start coloring to it. I think this is I just start coloring. Now color it green here. Sorry. Okay. Okay, then blue, then this one. Sorry. Okay. So I just let me take another color. Brown here, orange. Okay. So now my building is looking bit good compared to our previous look. Okay. So now building is looking good. So how it's looking good? Okay, how it's looking good? So what I did, I added my css on that. What I do, I just put my css. What is the use of css? To it using the css, we beautify our page. Okay, and we change the, you modify the look and feel of the site. Okay, of the page. Okay, so you just modify the look and feel of my page using the css. Okay, so what is then you understand that means what is the purpose of the css, means beautify, color, design, size, all those things we do through the css. And then last thing comes into that, javascript. As of now I have not explained more about the javascript, but the javascript, the purpose of the javascript is to do the dynamic change, the dynamic change on a page, or dynamic change on a page, we use javascript. Okay, for dynamic change on a page we use what we use the javascript. This what kind of dynamic change? We have created your basic html css structure. What is the dynamic change? As we can see, we have accessed that a website of pan. Okay, pan application. Okay, we just access the website in the pan application, and you see sometimes what happen, you just got the validation message. Okay, validation message, or see here, if I go here, I click here, you can see the it pop up, do the change on this is called as a dynamic change. This is called a dynamic change. If you have write in a plain html, then you just keep this three options in your drop down. Okay, so if I enter something like this and go here, it will say numeric alphabets are not numerics are not allowed here. So this is called as a dynamic change. Some pop-up is there. So how it will appear? It appears to the JavaScript. Okay, we'll come into the JavaScript. As of now, we have just learned the basic HTML. Okay, so this is the overall about the HTML and CSS and JavaScript. Okay, so we have just started exploring the things of the HTML. Okay, so HTML means it's just the basic structure. HTML is just the basic structure of a page. Okay, HTML is just a basic structure of a page. So what do we do? So earlier what we do, I just show you. Okay, so HTML is a basic structure of a page, and it having is a format of the page. Go on any page, you see the HTML head, body. Okay, HTML head and body tags. Okay, if I go on this page, okay, and I press F12, you can go here element, and you can see HTML head and body. HTML. This is a standard. This is a standard structure of your HTML page. Each HTML page having HTML head and body tags. Okay, so through which we just go and this is the basic structure of the page. After that, in a head, then we add the title, then and also we have explore we add earlier we added it in notepad file, then we move in a visual code. So as of now, anybody, so this is all out, this is just about the basic structure. So now what I do, so I just copy it. Okay, now I just copy it, I create one notepad file, notepad. Okay, and save. I just save as IMS training, and you create a new folder, basic. Okay, I just save using the, and I say all files, and I go here, and my file name is consider uh, first 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 HTML. Okay, and dot HTML. You write HTML or HTML, no problem. Okay, let's see. Just a minute. I go in basic, saves. Okay, so I have saved my first HTML page. Okay, so you can see that structure of the page. I'm just put it in a notepad file. I just put in HTML element, then head element, then title and head. Okay, so I just put it in a notepad file. Okay, go into the here where I put MS training basics. Okay, here you can see my page, and I open, or you need to say right click and open with the Google Chrome. You can see this is my heading. Okay, so what happened, this is my basic HTML. If you do the change here, okay, if you h1 convert h1 to h5, okay, see the change, and see here. Okay, then size will reduce. Okay, because I have changed the HTML. Okay, so like this way, this is a basic skeleton or structure: HTML, head, then body. These are the three types, and each element having their own meaning. So how you will get the meaning of the elements, you need to start exploring these. Okay, so those are new, just start exploring these elements. Just start exploring. The HTML is the basic structure, and what is the structure, what is the head, and what is, once you understand, if you start exploring these assignments, and if you watch my videos, earlier videos, I have explained everything. Okay, I have explained each and every topic on HTML. So I just give you, and also you need to install the visual code for that. You need to install visual code. Visual code is the IDE. Okay, IDE is integrated development environment, through which we develop the pages. Okay,